continues. It's going to be the Memphis Grizzlies up against the Dallas Mavericks. And without any further ado, let's head to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew at the arena. I'll be back at halftime.
And there the Mavericks earlier getting set to play. Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. First for Memphis and for Dallas.
You know, since the Southwest Division was created, the Mavs have always been in the hunt to win it every year. But last season, their division title hopes were dashed early on because of a poor start.
And the Mavs would end up fourth in the division with a 7-9 mark against the other four teams. Steve, strange not to see them in the top half of the division.
Yeah, that's for sure. But you look at the Southwest, San Antonio still rolling. You know, Houston improving dramatically. Even New Orleans now making a step. And Memphis, I mean, they had an awesome season a year ago. So, boy, that Southwest, it might be the toughest division in the NBA.
You can see the icon.
Here's Doncic. He's good with the little jumper in close.
He's so reliable. And, you know, his offense seems to be consistently there for this team.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Head coach of the Grizzlies. Doing a good job staying tight on their perimeter shooters is something that he wants his guys to focus on. He knows how much this team can hurt you if you give them too much room.
One of the most fundamental plays in basketball, the pick and roll. He will lower the boom on the defender with a solid screen and then is terrific at rolling into space and getting the basket.
And the first one at the line is good.
Memphis ended up 2 games back of the Spurs in the hunt for the Southwest Division title last season, but they played well against the division, going 10-6, but just came up a little short for the title.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball after the Mavericks pick up 3. And yes, sir, that one drops. And there's the pass to Dinwiddie. Kicks it to McGee. It's tipped. Number 22, defended by Dinwiddie. Here's Morant. Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Boy, that was impressive. Major height disadvantage, but he still got the shot up over.
Trailing by 2. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. He's got 8.
Red hot right out of the gates. 4 for 4 shooting.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Back to Adams. McGee's there. From the post. Out to Brooks. Clark and Steve, this tug-of-war game continues.
You know what? And they just keep flip-flopping the lead again and again and again.
Yeah, how about that last lead change, guys? That's number 7.
Brooks grabs the board.
4 or 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
Here's Bullock. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. McGee a screen. Fires from deep. And Jackson with the block. And he recovers it. Back to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Dinwiddie. From the arc. Count the bucket.
The defense sagged off, and, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that three.
Grizzlies have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Brooks outside. Rebound by JaVale McGee.
Guys, it seemed to be a great fit initially in Denver with McGee and the Nuggets. But he had a bit of a wake-up call from George Karl last season when Karl said of McGee, lazy and crazy isn't going to make it work.
And with JaVale McGee, his then-coach Karl said he's a tremendous talent. Karl just wants him to be more fundamentally sound.
Well, he said it on multiple occasions, and one of the reasons McGee never got into the starting lineup under Karl was that he was too sporadic with his effort. He'd make a spectacular play and then turn it around and make a bad one. So he needs consistency in his game.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Strange to see that a team that appeared to be in such strong position changed up so much last year. And the Grizzlies did that. They traded away Rudy Gay.
The shot's good from Wood. There were a lot of questions asked after the Rudy Gay trade last season. Fans wondered if the team was looking to blow it up, even though they were fighting for the 3rd seed at the time. But, Steve, they really rallied.
They did. I thought they showed that they were an excellent team. And, one of the reasons they made that trade is they had a lot of success a couple of years back in the playoffs without Rudy Gay. So they knew that they could play well without him. So they went ahead and pulled the trigger. And it looks like the deal has worked out okay.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Number 22, defended by Dinwiddie. He dishes it to Brooks.
Already his 2nd foul. He's in danger of getting into very serious foul trouble early in this game.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. So number 22, defended by Dinwiddie. Number 22. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2.
The Mavs, like many teams, are always aware of who the free agents are that might help them become better. And prior to last season, they made sure they got their finances in order to make a run at Darren Williams to bring him home to Texas. Didn't work out, but they did the same thing this last offseason.
First one falls for him. And for the Mavs, they know that in order for them to remain competitive and not go through a traditional rebuilding phase where they're going to finish, at the bottom for a few years, Steve, they're going to have to lure some free agents.
And one way or another, their top brass has always made sure that they would be able to move contracts around and make an offer to whatever big-name player was out there. But think about it. The last 2 years, they had unlimited cap room, unable to lure that big free agent fish to Dallas.
And so it's Dallas with it. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing Dallas some thunder.
Yeah, lightning, too.
But I'll tell you, the pass was even better. I mean, he put it on an absolute platter for him.
Number 6, defended by Powell. Pass to Jackson. Mavericks on D. They lead by 4. Number 22. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Hardaway's checked in for the Grizzlies. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
And so it's Dallas with it. Powell down low. Brooks covering. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they averaged about 77% from the free throw line a year ago. So this is a solid free throw shooting team.
He misses the free throw.
Well, for the Grizzlies, the 5th best record in the league last season, guys. Defeated the Clippers and the Thunder in the playoffs, but it all came to a crashing in when the Spurs swept them in the conference finals.
He hits the second from the line. Well, and back in that series that Clark was talking about against the Spurs, more competitive than it might seem. Steve, you and I were talking about this. 3 of the 4 games were close. In fact, 2 obviously really close, going to overtime.
But I thought the weakness of Memphis was really exposed, Kevin, and that was the outside shooting. San Antonio just guarded the paint. They took Zach Randolph pretty much out of the series, and they begged Memphis to shoot from long range. And when you don't have floor spacing in the playoffs, it makes it awfully tough to score. He's been key for this team's offense, the way he's distributed the ball.
Yeah, you know, the offense is just moving through him, Steve, no doubt.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. There's a good screen. On the wing, Brooks. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Brooks has got 11 points.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Tries to save it. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And the Grizzlies making a change here. On defense, Memphis. Trailing by 2. Here's Powell. Misses it from 7 feet out.
And the defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane.
Out on 2 more.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
And so it's Dallas with it. After the made shot from Clark. Shot clock at 5. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And the Mavericks making a change here. Claver is checked in. They've got the opportunity to get the lead back.
No, Kevin, they've been waiting for this chance. They've got to take advantage.
Doubled by Hardaway. Number 7. And that misses. That would have put him up. Dallas has gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Frank, defended by Jones. They get a hand on it. And here comes the break. Feeds to Clark. Into Green. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Memphis trailing here. It's Jones on the wing, defended by Frank. But they'll get another chance. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Kevin, he does a great job of moving without the ball, and he gets a lot of good looks because of that movement. And as long as his teammates are setting screens and looking for him, he can be lethal from the outside.
And that is the key, Steve, but his release in those catch-and-shoot moments is also terrific.
And that's what Fxaa to make.
Back to Jones. He kicks it to Green. No good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. A minute 20 left here in the opening quarter. There's the dish to Hardaway. Misses the three.
The clear look at the hoop, he doesn't miss many of those.
The feed to Jones. Number 7, defended by Claver. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major there, guys. My goodness.
And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Another lead change. How many of these are we going to have?
I don't know, Steve, but the momentum of this game has certainly swung like a pendulum.
Number 7, defended by Claver. So they take the lead. Clarkie talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
Well, these are the kinds of games you love. I mean, two good teams going head-to-head, an even matchup, and both sides very competitive, on their toes tonight.
Kicks it out to Jones. The pass to Green. Launches it. No good on that last second attempt there. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Grizzlies out in front, leading by a point. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
Well, they've been getting to the foul line here an awful lot. The aggressive play really paying off.
Yeah, and you know what? It also helps to put the mute button on the crowd. I mean, when you methodically score at the line, that can put those fans on their hands.
Now here's Jones. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Goes up on the block. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Hey, you really can't say the Mavericks were a bad team last year. They were just a little below par compared to what we've been accustomed to. They just were not nearly as deadly offensively, and that's always a recipe. They don't know how to get wins in the tough Western Conference.
Here's Wood. It's rebounded by Memphis. Kicks it to Jones. Number 46. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And when they did last year, Memphis would go 56-26 overall. And Steve, with 34 of those wins courtesy of other teams in the Western Conference.
Well, they didn't seem to play like a lot of the other teams in the West, but it didn't matter. I mean, defense, toughness, rebounding, they were who they were. They established their identity, and that's one of the reasons they became such a tough team in that conference.
On the free throw, no good. Mavericks trailed by 3. Here's Hardaway. Blocked. Jones drives in. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And here's Green outside, and the shot is good. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. He gave him a wide open look there.
He feeds it to McGee. He passes it to Frank. Dishes to McGee. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two.
Well, you know, JaVale McGee was taken 18th overall out of Nevada back in 2008. You hear about teams reaching in the draft for size. Well, that wasn't the case this time. You look at this kid's physical gifts. I mean, the tallest standing reach in the NBA. He stands alone in that category.
The first one falls. And for JaVale McGee, not just long, but also athletic. You think of him in the dunk contest, dunking 2 balls on 2 baskets at once. It was a very creative way to go at it.
It's incredible to watch McGee out on the floor, dunking, blocking shots, running like a deer. Still very young, 25 years of age, but he can get a lot better, I think, with his game as he develops his skills.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. 3 on 3. Defended by Bullock. Doubled by Wood. Poked away. Number 46. No good on the triple.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Here's Hardaway. Got it. Good job in the low post. Here's Jones. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Passes to Adams. Off the left rim and out.
Great close out there, forcing the errant shot.
Well, he made it a tough shot again. He didn't give up on it, and he got a hand up.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3.
Hey, right here.
Jones with it. Left side, Jones. Cans it from downtown. He's got 8.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Yeah, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
And so it's Dallas with it. Pass to Bullock. 3-pointer. Good. Bullock's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a 3-point battle like this.
Now here's Jones. Back to Jackson. Just his first attempt. It's rebounded by Wood. Here's Frank. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's now only a 1-point Memphis lead.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
He dishes it to Jackson. To the middle, Adams. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. And the Grizzlies lead by 3. Pass to Hardaway. McGee a screen. And the pass to Wood. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And the offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layups. Earn it from the line.
That free throw, no good. The Grizzlies making a switch here. And the second free throw, good. Memphis leading. Brooks outside. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Jackson kicks to Adams. Working on Smith. The jump hook. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic defended by Adams. Here's Bullock. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Memphis has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Outside Jackson. Shoots. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 8.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
And so it's Dallas with it. 4-point game. Here's Doncic. Sinks the three-pointer.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Adams, defended by Wood. Adams outside. Takes the three. Shot is off. Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. That puts them in the lead. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
Launches a three. Good. 11 points in the game. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck. How about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
And here are the Mavericks now, trailing by 2. Back to Smith. Screen by Smith. Hardaway against Brooks. Powell kicks to Hardaway. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Here's Jackson. But they get it back. Second chance shot. No good from Adams. Dallas has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Doncic. Brooks covering. Feeds it to Smith. Clock at 6. Smith right side. Shot is blocked. And now the Grizzlies fast break. They set the pick. Number 22. Mavericks with the rebound. Dinwiddie's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Smith on the wing. And Jackson with the block. 3-on-3. Here's Morant. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. It's his first trip to the line.
And as a 78% foul shooter last season, he was pretty steady at the line.
No good on the free throw. The Grizzlies making a switch here. And he sinks the second. Mavericks trailed by 3. There's the screen. Screen by Smith. Passes it to Dinwiddie. Connects from three-point range. Dinwiddie's got 8.
He's got one of those shooting strokes that never changes, guys. I mean, even if a defender's all over him, he just never seems to flinch. A great quality to have as a shooter.
And another thing that stands out about him, Steve, he has the ability to score even with defenders draped all over him. He's so strong around the goal.
You know, even though he doesn't really have the long-range ability on a consistent level, he can knock down some open ones.
Here's Doncic. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Inside. And that one is hammered home.
Punches it down with pop.
And rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Well, they're not backing off at all, are they?
For Dallas, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. And Memphis making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Powell inside. Jackson on him. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
What a play. The hoop plus the harm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
The Mavericks have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
There you go.
Memphis has gone 4 of 7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. Number 6, defended by Wood, and the shot is good.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
He kicks it to Powell. The dish to Smith. Pass to Wood. Back to Smith. Puts up a 3, and it's blocked by Brooks. 3 on 3. .158 left to play here in the half. Oh, trying for it. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. .152 left in the second quarter. Now the pass to Wood. The feed to Powell. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. The shot misses. Memphis leading by 4. Outside Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Wow, he's got such a sweet three-point stroke. The way he can shoot it, forcing opposing bigs out on the perimeter, it can really open up the lane.
And the Mavericks with possession here. Smith outside. Passes it to Wood. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. 7 points in the game. Memphis has gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Number 6, again Memphis.
That's right where they wanted to go with the ball on that possession.
Mavericks trailed by 7.
Definitely a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Yeah, the wise move would be to find themselves a quick shot right away.
Down low.
Maybe that'll ignite them. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek.
That's what those alley-oops do, though.
Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. "26 seconds left in the first half. "15 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. That's good.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Out to Brooks. Fires the three. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Grizzlies lead by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Now, presented by Sprint.
From the 2K Sports Studio, they're at the breakout at American Airlines Center in what's been a tight game. At the midway point, the Grizzlies are playing well. They're scoring with confidence, shooting with an excellent percentage. And on the other side, Dallas just keeps on scrapping. They've gotten a tremendous boost from their reserves, going to them early in the game for production. And now back to the game in Dallas. Glad to have you along with us.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Back to Adams. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Adams has got the first bucket of the third here for the Grizzlies. Dallas has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Here's Doncic. And it's good. 17 points in the game. Memphis has gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Outside for Jackson. And a miss there on the triple. Mavericks trailed by 3. Dinwiddie passes to Smith. Gets it to go.
What a play. The hoop plus the harm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
The Mavericks have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9. And that one misses. Grizzly shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Here's Brooks, and it's Memphis with another.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Wide open. The Grizzlies pull it in. Brooks has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Five to shoot. Here's Morant. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Mavericks trailed by 5. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Screen by Smith. He passes to Bullock. There's the triple. Rebounded by Jackson.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says. Still anybody's game, though.
Number 22. And again, Memphis no good.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
Clock at 6. McGee a screen. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. He's got 19.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
And so here's Memphis. 3-point lead. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
That is not a difficult pass. You'd think they could keep it in bounds.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's the screen. Pass to Bullock. It's rebounded by Adams.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Pick off in midair. There's the pass to Dinwiddie. Here's Bullock. 6 on the shot clock. For the tie. No good from Dinwiddie. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Brooks with it. Now defended by Bullock. Passes it to Adams. Unloads. And another miss by Memphis. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Stolen by Brooks. And they're pushing it up. Pushing it up. The Mavericks pull it in.
This is why you need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
McGee a screen. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Adams. Number 22, covered by Smith. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. Mavericks trailed by 3. Pass to Dinwiddie. Kicks it to Smith. The pass to Dinwiddie. Just 5 to shoot. The fader. They get the rebound. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Memphis?
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
And they're getting the ball inside, which is what I like. High percentage shots down on the block and in the paint area.
And he makes the first. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Both free throws good from McGee. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Here's Morant. The finger roll finish at the bucket. 19 points in the game.
Great move to the hoop, and I love the finger roll finish.
McGee is screen on Green. He feeds it to McGee. Off target with the open look. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. There's a screen. Morant. Good on the three-point shot.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
This is to Clavert. Jacks up a three. Green with the rebound. Green's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Three-pointer. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Dinwiddie, guarded by Green. Passes it to Wood. To halt the run, he takes it up and lays it in. He's got 9.
That's what has to happen if they're going to turn this thing around. He's got to take charge. He's got to be aggressive and really look to push here offensively.
And so here's Memphis. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Clock at 6. Number 7. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Pass to Dinwiddie. He dishes it to McGee. He passes to Dinwiddie. From deep. No good.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, I mean, it's helping them get the lead. And if they can continue to rebound like this, I think they're going to be in pretty good shape.
That's good.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
Mavericks trailed by 9. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Here's Doncic with the lead pass. Gets it to go.
You can always depend on him to put the pass right on the money.
Memphis leading by 7. Feeds to Green. Shot clock at 6. Here's Morant. Again, Memphis.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Dallas has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
Stupendous. I love that word. Save that one. The word and the jam. I want to see it again.
Just beautiful.
You can't top that. I love the alley-oop play. So much fun to watch.
They kick it out to Green. A three-pointer off the mark. Mavericks trailed by 7. Smith outside. Wood passes to Bullock. He kicks to Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Great D that time from Clark.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
Back to Brooks. Hangs. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
When you're hot, you're hot. And that's certainly been the case for Brooks. 13 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
And that one falls for Brooks. Adams, he's checked in for Memphis. And both free throws.
Unblemished since halftime, Clark. That's pretty nice.
I'd go farther than that, Steve. How about perfect?
And so it's Dallas with it. 9-point game.
These calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jones is checked in. And so it's Dallas with it. Smith the pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Smith from downtown. And good on the basket. Book it. Smith's got 5 points now in the quarter.